ABC7 News at 6.
A few hours out on the trail, and we kind of realized that we weren't finding our way back.
Drone footage helping save that woman you just heard and her daughter. We'll hear more about her rescue in just a couple of minutes. But first, breaking news tonight regarding the government shutdown that is affecting hundreds of thousands of Americans across the country. President Trump announcing a deal is in place now to reopen the government for 3 weeks, allowing federal workers to get back to work and be paid. This temporary funding for the government does not include money to build a border wall, something the president says is not over.
If we don't get a fair deal from Congress, the government will either shut down on February 15th again, or I will use the powers afforded to me under the laws and the Constitution of the United States to address this emergency.
Later in the newscast, we'll show you how the government shutdown impacted the Suncoast and how people are still doing their part to help those affected the most. But first, your first alert weather forecast. Some weekend events may be in danger of getting rained out. Our first alert weather day is set for Sunday. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with the details. Bob?
Yeah, unfortunately, Scott, things are looking a little worse as far as the forecast modeling goes, and a little unusual to see a storm working its way across the Gulf of Mexico this time of year. Thus, the reason why it's been a little confusion, a little tough going for the forecast models and meteorologists alike. Now, there are some showers down to our south. Rain is going to be the big story. We're not looking at severe storms, but here's the futurecast. Saturday looks to be okay. We'll have some sunshine in the morning. It will be cold, though, into the mid-40s to start things off. And with a north wind, it'll feel a little bit colder. Then notice what happens by 5:30. Clouds start to increase in advance of the storm system, which promises to produce possibly up to 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. And maybe isolated areas could see a little bit more than that. It starts on Sunday morning in this model anyway. I think we'll get some sooner than that, but light to moderate showers to start things off on Sunday. And then you'll notice the reds and oranges going on by, and it's going to be a steady stream as we take you through time. Again, I'll show you a little bit more detail of this a little later, but yellows and reds in the afternoon and evening. And we have forks and corks on Sunday, which could be in danger of raining out. I'll have to keep an eye on that. And also, it's going to be a very cold day on Sunday. Highs will only be in the upper 50s. It'll be a little milder tomorrow, mid-60s for highs by the afternoon. Trough in the jet streams digging down into the Gulf of Mexico. We have an upper air energy going by. A little surface low will develop, or at least a line of low pressure at the surface will move into our area on Sunday, and that's the reason why we're going to see that rainfall on Sunday. Cold start to your Saturday, though, 45, but it should be a mild finish, mid-60s. It's below average still, but a little bit warmer than the 45. First alert weather day, meaning disruptive weather throughout the day on Sunday now, unfortunately, and a big chill next week. You think this is cold? Wait till you see next week's forecast in the 7-day. We'll get some big chill headed our way. Scott?
All right, Bob, thank you. While staff at SRQ Airport say our air traffic controllers continue to show up to work, a lack of employees in other major cities still affecting flights here on the Suncoast today. The president of the SRQ Airport says that as of today, delays and cancellations in the major centers where most of our traffic comes from, causing the same issue here. This afternoon, there were 2 flights canceled, several more delayed. One traveler we talked to says though his flight boarded on time, they then sat on the tarmac in Chicago for about half an hour. The president of the airport, Rick Piccolo, says there's no telling how bad this can get as more and more employees grow frustrated.
Line all the time because you don't know which ones are going to be affected. We have a number of flights to New York today. Some of them are flying and some of them aren't, simply because of whatever time slot they're in and what airport they're going to.
The FAA confirming to us that it did see an increase in the number of people calling out sick today at those facilities, one in Washington, the other in Jacksonville. The FAA says, quote, "We've mitigated the impact by augmenting staffing, rerouting traffic, and increasing spacing between aircraft when needed. The results have been minimal impacts to efficiency while maintaining consistent levels of safety in the national airspace system." Well, local companies continue to step in and help local government employees that were impacted by the shutdown. Nate's Honor Animal Rescue is expanding its pet food bank program. The Food Bank for Pets is part of the shelter's efforts to help keep pets with their owners during the crisis. The food bank normally provides low-income families with cat or dog food as other supplies needed. Federal employees can show their ID and receive assistance for their pets. And a local resort is hosting a food drive to support the Coast Guard members at Cortez. Next Saturday, starting at 10 in the morning, you can drop off non-perishable items at the Cedars Tennis Resort and Club. If you can't drop them off that day, Cedars will accept donations in advance. Technology helps lead to the rescue of a pair of horseback riders in Mayaca City. A mother and her daughter were lost in the wilderness for hours, but thanks to a drone from the Manatee County Sheriff's Office, they are now safe. ABC7's Rick Adams joins us now with the footage. Rick?
Yes, Scott, good evening. This happened last Saturday. Certainly some very scary moments for Gina Hanna and her daughter.
It was definitely a little nerve-wracking. We were lucky that we were able to be found before dark hit.
This is drone video from the Manatee County Sheriff's Office over the Edward W. Chance Reserve in Mayaca City. It helped locate Gina Hanna and her 12-year-old daughter Lillian, seen here in photos from that day. The Sheriff's Office says they had been lost for more than 4 hours while horseback riding.
We weren't finding our way back. We couldn't find the crossover that we had originally came across in order to get back to the following pasture.
That's when Hanna called 911. Deputies from the Sheriff's Office arrived on the scene and flew their drone, spotting them in the vast reserve in under an hour, leading them to safety.
It's really amazing, and the technology and the quality of the video that is available to us now is incredible.
Trained deputies just started using drones recently. This is the first time it helped lead to a rescue. For Hanna and her daughter, they're just grateful for this technology and for the work of the Manatee County Sheriff's Office.
They were fantastic. They did a great job of finding us. We were definitely surprised that they were able to locate us as quickly as they did. And we would just like to give them a huge thank you, and we really appreciate all the help that they gave us.
And the Manatee County Sheriff's Office says they now have 5 drones. For Hanna, she tells us she's going to be more careful now when horseback riding. Scott, back to you.
I bet she is. All right, thank you so much, Rick. New details now about that deadly shooting at a bank in Sebring this week. The 4th woman is now being identified as a mother of 3. Jessica Montague's husband confirming she was one of the employees killed Wednesday inside the SunTrust Bank in Sebring. The other named victims are bank employees Marisol Lopez, Anna Pignon Williams, along with Cynthia Watson, who was the only customer inside the building. A 5th victim, 54-year-old woman, has not been identified at the request of her family. And SunTrust Bank's observing a moment of silence today to honor the 5 victims. The moment of silence began at 12:36 p.m., which was the time on Wednesday when Zevin Zaver called 911 and told dispatchers he had shot everyone inside that bank. Zaver faces 5 counts of premeditated murder. The state attorney says he'll seek the death penalty. Still to come in your Suncoast News this evening, while you may notice more troopers on the roads this weekend.
I supported the president. I made my statement.
And President Trump's longtime friend and confidant Roger Stone speaking out today after his arrest in South Florida.
Don't allow your weight to threaten your health or control your future. Excess weight or obesity can cause emotional and physical health risks. But you can take control. The Your Weight Matters campaign offers free resources and tips to help you measure and understand your weight. Take the Your Weight Matters Challenge. The free toolkit prepares you to speak with a healthcare provider about your weight. Your weight does matter. Take the challenge and take control today.
Now's the perfect time to get organized with California Closets. It's our winter upgrade event. Save up to 15% on our beautiful premium finishes. Visit our showroom and be inspired. Schedule your free design consultation at CaliforniaClosets.com.
Start the year off with big savings during the Start Something New sales event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota. Shop the area's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers, over 80 in stock. Or get the most awarded SUV of all time, a new Jeep Cherokee for as little as $19,999. Get there today and drive away in a new Jeep Renegade for just $17,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota today.
If a dirty CPAP is making you sick, you're not alone.
I was getting sinus infections because I wasn't cleaning my CPAP properly, and that continued until I got my SoClean.
SoClean is the world's first automated CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. It kills 99.9% of all CPAP germs and bacteria that can build up in your mask, hose, and reservoir.
I don't have to push a button or anything. I just put the mask in the chamber, close the lid, and it runs automatically. So Clean has been a lifesaver.
So Clean works on all popular CPAP machines and masks. Try it risk-free for 30 days. Even shipping is free. Call 1-800-476-2698 to take advantage of this limited time offer.
I would recommend the So Clean machine to anyone else. It is that good of a machine and has made that big a difference in my life.
Try So Clean risk-free for 30 days. Even shipping is free. Call 1-800-476-2698 or go to SoClean.com.
Experience true automotive luxury at Sunset Maserati, Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
This week on Animal Outtakes, Dr. Tracy, I have something very interesting for you.
Great. There's something in this green bag that's more harmful than you might expect. It's gonna be awful.
Now's the perfect time to get organized with California Closets. It's our winter upgrade event. Save up to 15% on our beautiful premium finishes. Visit our showroom and be inspired. Schedule your free design consultation at CaliforniaClosets.com.
Longtime Donald Trump associate Roger Stone arrested at his South Florida home early this morning. Stone saying he will never testify against the president. Stone walked out of federal court in Fort Lauderdale today, hours after being arrested on charges related to the Russia investigation. Outside the courthouse, he proclaimed his innocence and said he will plead not guilty to the charges he believes are politically motivated. He also clarified that he and President Trump have been friends for years.
But I have made it clear I will not testify against the president because I would have to bear false witness against him.
Federal charges against Stone include obstruction, witness tampering, and lying to Congress. He was released on a $250,000 bond. The man who was almost our governor here in Florida is being investigated by the state's Ethics Commission. Commission members announcing today there is probable cause that Andrew Gillum violated the state's ethics law. Gillum is accused of accepting gifts from lobbyists and vendors during his time as Tallahassee's mayor. Gillum narrowly lost the governor's race to Republican Ron DeSantis. Gillum's attorney says his client followed the law and that Gillum would contest the ethics charges before an administrative judge.
We're going to have a full evidentiary hearing before an independent judge. It'll be open to the public, and everybody can decide for themselves.
What Andrew Gillum did as the city commissioner, as the mayor, as a candidate for the governor of the state of Florida, he acted unethically.
Commission voting today in a closed-door meeting to proceed with those charges against Gillum. Military members overseas can start getting ready for the next local election. Starting today, ballots for the March election were sent out by Sarasota County Supervisors of Elections Office. On March 12th, Longboat Key residents can vote on term limits for town officials. And well, the weekend is here, and we've got, I guess, one good day, one not so good.
Not so good is right. And it's going to be cold and rainy, it looks like, all day Sunday. You know, Forks and Corks, a big outdoor event planned, as well as the end of the Manatee County Fair. It's a big deal, you know, and we're looking at some pretty good chances for rainfall throughout the day. I've never seen it this good, but this is a double sundog that was taken. We're getting a lot of photos sent in now of this. It occurred as a result of the sunlight passing through the cirrus clouds and the ice crystals. Michelle Clancy sending this one in. You can actually see the, again, sun pillar, too. That's right near the two sun dogs there, one on the right, one on the left. And it happens occasionally here. You only usually see one, but that was two. Rainfall, I said, a lot of it, and it looks like it could be happening. Not so much on Saturday. There could be a few spotty showers on Saturday, but this will really fill in as we move through Sunday. Up in the blue range, 1.5 inches. Estimates now, this isn't necessarily set in stone here, but in some areas, 2.5 inches through Sunday evening at 7 o'clock. Just gives you an indication how much rain we may see. Now down to our south, They're going to get up to possibly 5 inches of rainfall. A little unusual to see a low pressure track right across the Gulf of Mexico as a result of an upper level feature which will work its way down to the surface, and just enough energy in the surface water temperature as well as upper levels of the atmosphere to bring a pretty good chance for some rainfall. This is the futurecast. I want to show you the timing of it again. Saturday morning, it's going to be clear, but it's going to be cold. Temperatures in the mid 40s, upper 40s, north wind at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Winter has really made a big comeback and a big statement, and will do so next week. You think this is going to be cold tomorrow? It's going to be even colder on Wednesday morning and Thursday morning of next week. The futurecast, though, showing relatively dry conditions on Saturday with some showers possible in the afternoon. Then Sunday morning rolls around. We start to see some light rain developing. Then heavier showers continue to pile onshore from Sunday from around 9 o'clock up until around 7 o'clock. You'll continue to see these oranges and yellows indicating a little heavier rain. Not anticipating anything severe, but that rain is a pretty good chance of that happening, 80% now. 11 o'clock tonight, it still will be cool. 50 degrees. We'll have a north wind at 10 miles an hour. It'll make it feel colder. That wind is not going to change either. It's going to stay in a basically northerly direction right through the weekend. Highs on Sunday expected only into the upper 50s, unfortunately. And with the rain falling, it's not going to be the best of weather to be outdoors at all, I think. Again, that north wind stays with us on Saturday, Sunday, up to 10 to 15 miles an hour, and it'll be out of the north-northeast. So the forecast tomorrow, cold start. Not too bad of a finish. It's below average, but still to be nice. We'll have partly cloudy skies, a slight chance for a shower tomorrow afternoon, but more so into Sunday. 60 degrees right now. It's clear. The humidity pretty low at 38%. We have a north wind at 6. Pressure is way up there, 30-16. The high today was 63 only, almost 10 degrees below the average, and 50 was the morning low. I want to show you the European model, a little wider view just to show you what's going on. That low developing, or at least a line of low pressure, then moving on into the sun coast. The center of the low pressure moves over the Bahamas. By Monday, that wind starts to move to the north, and then here comes a pretty strong cold front. Look at this major winter storm for Atlanta, central Georgia, even possibilities of snowfall over North Florida on Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. And then for us, we chill out here, and then another storm system moves in and brings us rain next weekend, but another snowstorm for Super Bowl Sunday, which is in Atlanta this year. Could be tough going for travelers trying to get to Atlanta for that Super Bowl. Current temperatures now in single digits. That's that Arctic air, which is set to poise and move southward over the upcoming days. And highs tomorrow will only be in the teens for the most part, and even 12 degrees at Chicago O'Hare. Pretty quiet weather as far as the nation goes in terms of storms, but it's the cold that has everyone talking right now. North winds at 15 knots. Seas will be 2 to 3 feet. And a moderate chop out there if you plan on going boating. Make sure you layer up. It's going to be cold out there. First alert weather day for the showers around on Sunday. We'll have periods of showers at times, and temperatures staying very chilly on Sunday. Highs only in the upper 50s. We warm up a little bit, but still well below average on Monday and Tuesday. That cold front comes through, and temperatures, although in the 40s here, it's going to feel more like in the mid 30s because of the strong winds. And I'm going to drop these down a couple of degrees as well, just based on the fact that that air up to the north is going to make its way down southward, I do believe. And we could even see some 30s by Wednesday morning and Thursday morning. Scott?
All right, Bob, thank you. A Punta Gorda man pleading not guilty in the murder of 21-year-old Tyren Kennard. Juan Salazar Diaz was arrested last month for the September murder. The victim was found shot to death in Northport. Detectives found DNA evidence that linked Salazar Diaz to the crime. Police were also able to confirm the last call to the victim's phone was from Salazar Diaz. A federal judge is officially ending the legal skirmish between former Governor Rick Scott and a former Florida elections official. A judge dismissing the lawsuit that former Broward County Supervisor of Elections Brenda Snipes filed against Scott. The judge ruling the lawsuit was no longer needed. Last week, new Governor Ron DeSantis said he would accept Snipes' resignation.
A sincere thank you to all of the voters in Broward County and those potential voters. It has been a great ride for me. So I'm glad that we were able to finish with my dignity and my name having been restored. Those are two things that cost no money, but most of us consider those as very valuable. So thank you again.
Snipes came under fire during the mandatory recount that followed the November elections. She originally planned to resign January 4th, but then Scott suspended her. Follow up now on a lawsuit involving the victim of a school shooting at Florida State University. The school has reached a $1 million settlement with a student who was paralyzed after that 2014 campus shooting. Ronnie Ahmed was one of 3 victims wounded. The only death was the shooter, who was killed by police. Ahmed intends to continue pursuing his bachelor's degree now at Florida State. Florida Highway Patrol is increasing the number of troopers you'll see on the road in Manatee County. You'll notice more troopers starting 8 p.m. through the night, and then early morning hours. There will be extra troopers on I-75 and other major state and county roads. Florida law considers a driver with a .08 or higher blood alcohol content to be impaired, and that's about the equivalent of having more than one drink, depending on the type of alcohol you consume. We'll take a look at these images of a Suncoast beach. Viewers say that the sailboat has been stranded at Crescent Beach on Siesta Key for about 3 days now. We reached out to Sarasota County. They've contacted the Navigational District about what it would cost to remove the boat. Once they have a bidder, they can then decide when and how to remove it from the beach. No information yet on who it belongs to or how it got there, but the owner could face some fines for abandoning that vessel. When we come back, a last look at your First Alert weather forecast for the upcoming weekend. Stay with us.
Tonight,
We have reached a deal to reopen the federal government.
a deal reached at least until February 15th, and federal workers set to get back pay with no funding for a wall. What's next in this? World News Tonight with David Muir, America's most watched newscast.
It's a brand given life by craftsmen with seductive Italian styling. The Alfa Romeo Giulia, Stelvio.
Get yours at Sunset Maserati, Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Replacing your outdated paneling? Yeah. That's a do-it-yourself. Replacing your old electrical panel? Nah. That's a don't do-it-yourself. Older homes are overloaded with electrical issues. Trust the safety pros at your locally owned Mr. Sparky and set them right. Our trained electricians will point out any problems, give you a fair price, and always leave your home safer than we found it.
No harm.
Schedule your electrical panel replacement today.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
To all the men and women that serve our country,
overseas as well as here in the U.S.
We'd like to thank you for your service.
For all you do for us to keep us safe.
And the sacrifice that you put in for us.
Thank you for all you do for our country. Thank you for serving our country.
Thanks for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Thanks for all you do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Brought to you by Unique Services. Thank you for keeping us safe at home.
I'm Officer Scott Sabat, and this is CopCam, a wireless security camera smaller than 1 square inch, so you can hide it anywhere to record anything, anytime motion is detected. CopCam shoots in incredible high definition and includes a powerful microphone to record perfect audio. With a motion sensor, it only records when it needs to. Then simply upload to your computer. Call now, and you can get CopCam for only 2 easy payments of $19.99. Order now, and we'll upgrade you to our CopCam Elite with 6 built-in infrared LEDs to record even at night. We'll also send you our swivel clip to turn your CopCam into the best dash cam, body cam, or action sports cam. And it's free. And finally, an 8GB memory card, also free. Call or click now and you can double the offer. Just pay a separate fee. You can get all this, but you have to order now.
Call 1-800-931-5108 or visit buycopcam.com. So call 1-800-931-5108 now.
We believe in patriotism. We believe in our nation's youth. We believe veterans earn their benefits through their service to our nation. We believe in a strong national security. We believe in our country. For 100 years, veterans have been impacting our nation through the American Legion, and we believe it makes a difference. If you believe, learn more at legion.org/webelieve.
Still looking for something fun to do this weekend with the family? Well, in Manatee County, it's the last weekend for the Manatee County Fair in Palmetto. Based on the weather forecast, Saturday will be the better day to enjoy the rides, exhibits, and all that great food. Some other fun events this weekend: the 25th Sarasota Highland Games and Celtic Festival is tomorrow at the Sarasota County Fairgrounds, along with Shake, Rattle, and Soul Fest, which is underway at Roberts Arena. We have details on those events and many, many more that are happening this weekend. Just go to our website, mysuncoast.com. Everyone's going to be watching the skies, though.
Right, and keep an eye on your weather app too,
yeah,
because we're going to be updating that as we go along with this system. First alert weather day, not due to severe storms, but some heavy rainfall and cold. It is going to be cold next week. A large Arctic outbreak is heading southward. In fact, get a look at that. That's the colder air. You think it's cold this morning? Well, it's all headed this way, and 38 on Wednesday morning. That's one model.
Okay, thank you, Bob. World News Tonight with David Muir is next. Our next news coming up at 7 o'clock. Have a great weekend.
Want to know a secret? If you're looking for the best selection of area rugs at an unbelievable price, the only place you need to look is Rugs is Art. I know what you're thinking. Expensive, right? Wrong. Rugs is Art has the largest selection of area rugs on the west coast of Florida in a variety of styles, with 8x11 area rugs starting at $199. Largest selection, personalized service, and unbelievably low prices. You'll find it all at Rugs is Art.
Rugs as Art, Sarasota's only area rug superstore.
Year-end events brought in thousands of trades across all Gettle dealership locations. They've all been Gettle certified, and they're all on clearance. Gettle certified pre-owned plus vehicles are fully inspected and reconditioned. Come with an industry-leading warranty, 3-day exchange policy, vehicle history reports, and a price protection guarantee. Plus, when you buy Gettle certified, you're eligible for premier financial programs. Don't miss the Gettle certified pre-owned clearance.
Gettle's got it.
Gettle.com.
Listen up, America. Are you or a loved one suffering with an addiction to alcohol, opiates, prescription painkillers, or other drugs? There is hope. Medication-assisted treatment is proven most effective for opiate addiction recovery. Utilizing medications such as methadone, Suboxone, and Subutex, combined with inpatient treatment, you can achieve lasting recovery. Most insurance is accepted, so call us now.
Please call 800-640-5014.
Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru vehicles hold their value better than any other brand for 2018, according to ALG. And Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand for 4 years running. The Subaru Outback is an IIHS top safety pick for 10 years running. Lease a new Subaru Outback today for just $275 a month, or get 0% financing with 0 down. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Tonight on ABC7 News at 7.
I'm the one that experiences a lot of the bullying and a lot of the hate. I get Facebook messages all the time from strangers, even from people that I know that have blamed me specifically because I'm a public advocate.
Transgender people, no matter the age, what challenges do they face daily? I'm Jacqueline Matter. I'll see you at 7.
Tonight on ABC7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.